Hello everybody, welcome to USA Homeless Crisis, where we help the homeless people no matter where they are. We provide assistance and we listen to homeless people's stories. Hello, how y'all doing tonight?
Alright.
I'm doing great. My name is David and I am with USA Homeless Crisis, and I talk to homeless people and to see if there's anything that I can do for them. And I ask them to talk to me and tell me their stories, so people could hear it from people that's homeless and to find out how they doing and if there's anything that we can do for them. And I want you to tell us y'all story if y'all don't mind.
We don't mind at all.
Okay, great. Well, would y'all introduce yourself? What's your name?
I'm Brittany Dunham.
How you doing, Brittany?
Doing alright.
I'm Daniel.
How you doing, my friend?
Doing alright.
That's great. Well, I see y'all sitting out here and y'all homeless. I want to ask you a question, just one by one. Brittany, how did you become homeless?
I was kicked out of a group home for having a couple of friends over.
Oh, you was kicked out of a group home, you say? For having a couple of friends over?
Yeah.
Oh, so you can't have friends over in a group home?
Apparently not. At least not this one.
Wow. So, are you getting any support from anybody out here while you're on the streets?
I have support from my family and everything, but I don't always rely on them for help. Sometimes I go out and hustle for my change or money or whatever, or clothes or stuff that people will hand out to me, and sometimes food.
Okay, so that's what your daily work consists of?
Yes.
Okay. How you doing, my friend? How did you become homeless?
Well, I chose, when I first came home from prison, I didn't want to go by the rules.
Oh, okay, so you've been homeless ever since you came home from prison? Okay. So what did you do before you went to prison? What type of work did you do? Oh, okay. Okay.
And my family wasn't going for it. So they told me to get on the streets. I chose the streets.
Okay. So how has it been since you've been out of jail? How has it been being homeless?
It's what I call, it's more like, this is all I know for right now. It's being homeless. I don't really depend on the family or nothing like that.
So where do you normally be at out here on the streets? Is there any places out here that make you feel safe and welcome? At the park. Really? Brittany, let me ask you this. Is there any places out here where you feel safe and welcome?
Like he said, the park. Sometimes the racetrack, if I'm able to go over there. There are a few other places, but right now some of the people don't care much for us being over there, so we stopped going.
Okay. Are y'all together as a couple, or are y'all just surviving together out here homeless? Both. Okay. Well, that's great, and I wish y'all all the best. What is the biggest challenges that y'all face out here, being a homeless couple out here?
Basically, people treating us like we're nothing, being rude and hateful to us, telling us we can't go on their property or in their store or whatever, just because we choose to be homeless instead of living in a house like that.
Okay, that's what I want to ask you. You said y'all choose to be homeless. I'm gonna ask you, my friend. You choose to be homeless. Explain that a little bit so my listeners can kind of understand that.
Well, the reason why I said choose to be homeless is because I know what it's like from being homeless from years back. It's like this. I'm not used to listening to people rules and people telling me what to do for me going to prison. And it's like, okay, if I can do this, I should have to do this. So That's all I know so far.
How do you survive day to day as far as eating? You know, as
There's days I go without eating.
There are days that we go without eating. There's days that people give us food. And there are some days that we'll just have one meal a day. It varies on how many people help us out with meals or how much we get in the day of us hustling every day.
how was it over the holidays for both of y'all?
Stressful.
Stressful and tough.
Really?
But we did have a lot of people that handed us food and gave us some food, everything like that. So those that helped us out, we're thankful for what they did. And hopefully they continue to do it.
Brittany, I want to ask y'all both this. Do y'all have any goals or any plans that was going to get you from being homeless?
I do.
Let me hear yours first, my friend. Tell me about it.
If I can make enough money from being homeless right here, then I feel like me and her can get our own stuff and start over again.
And when you say making money from being homeless, explain how you gonna do that.
For us, we got to get $2-3 here and there, or whatever they decide to give. They might give us change. And what we'll do is we'll put our money together, we'll put our hands together, and we'll go get food right like that.
Okay. Brittany, what are your long-range goals and plans?
Hopefully to get a place of our own with my man and everything, and then on top of that, be able to start a family and having a huge family like I've grown up with. When I was little, I had a big family, and I want to be able to have that in return to where my kids or our kids can know how we grew up and how we ended up getting to where we are in the future.
Well,
Rather than going to school.
oh, that's great.
Plan
So,
on going to college.
so y'all plan on having a family. That is a beautiful thing, and I wish you the best in that. Do y'all stay in touch with y'all family members
I do.
at times?
I don't.
You don't?
I try to occasionally to keep in touch with my moms and my stepdad and my brother, but it's been kind of hard without a phone. So I try and call them as much as I can off of a friend's phone or from a hotel room phone or something like that, just to keep in touch with them.
Okay. Why you don't stay in touch with your family, my friend?
I'm used to being out here on my own. You know, and it's like I'm a man over anything. You know what I'm saying? I don't look for them to help me to do anything. So,
My listeners always, and we can respect that. That's being a man taking responsibility and doing things on your own, and we can respect that. What would you like people to know about being homeless out here? People look at homeless people differently. They think that they're homeless and they deserve to be, and they don't really look at them with sympathy or even empathize with their situation. So I'd like to ask both of y'all, what would you like people to know about being homeless and living this homeless life?
Not everybody chooses to be homeless. Not everybody has the ability to have a home of their own, to be out on their own. They either get kicked out because of something that they've done wrong, or they just got kicked out for no apparent reason. Best thing you should do and could do is find people that you can trust, that you can start a small group with, and only trust those in that group. Don't always trust everybody outside the group, because you wouldn't be able to know who's going to steal from you and who's not going to steal from you. Those that you can trust in your inner circle, those will be the main ones that will help you out the most when you need it. Cheer you up when you're upset, calm you down when you're angry, things like that. And also, people should start treating people with respect. Start showing them that they're not worthless. That the homeless can and will be able to help others in return, but also they need help the most because they don't always have the ability to have money, clothes, food, things that they necessarily need, water, things that they necessarily need to keep them healthy. And sometimes they don't even have the way of getting to doctors or anything like that. We've known several people over the years and that have been literally died on the streets because they didn't have the proper care that they needed. Or they died and they came back and now they're still out on the streets. There's things that people need to understand, that homeless people don't always have the ability to get the proper health care like normal people. It's a lot more difficult for us to get health care, a lot difficult for us to see doctors than it is for those that have the money to pay for the doctors, to have the ability to support themselves when the homeless don't have much to support themselves, let alone get health care. So basically just help out wherever you can. So if you see a homeless person, be sympathetic, be thoughtful, be kind to them. Don't always turn your back on them. If you turn your back on them, one of these days you might need their help, and they'll remember that you turned your back on them. So then they'll go back and they'll turn their back on you. Always think of the homeless people like you would think of your own family. You wouldn't want to turn your back on your own family. And therefore, you shouldn't always turn your back on a homeless person that is desperately needing of help. With clothes, food, water, hygiene products, healthcare products, stuff that will help them get healthy, to help them keep themselves healthy, and to help them keep themselves clean. So,
that was very well said, and people should consider this could easily be them and put themselves in homeless people's shoes. And that's why I always say, treat others the way you would like others to treat you. And if you do that, you can't go wrong. You have to look at things through other people's eyes. And that's why on this channel, and I want everybody to like and subscribe to this channel, this is the reality of being homeless. I don't hide anything, and I want homeless people to tell about the homeless life the way it truly is, uncensored, so people could see this and put themselves in their shoes, because our goal is to do something to end homelessness. And the only way we can do this is by getting the word out, to get the homeless people's stories out. And I want it told by the people that's living it, so people can see this reality of being homeless, and it's not glamorous, and they should see it and hear it from homeless people. And I want to ask y'all also, and I have some water that I'm going to get for y'all before I leave here, and I'm going to get it. But right now I want to ask both of y'all this. And we have a new president, and he's a man of action, he says. And I believe the time is now to get the homeless crisis on the president's desk. And that is one of the main reasons I started this channel, is to raise awareness for homeless people and to get something done about it on a nationwide basis. And I think the only way we can do that is by getting the government involved and getting a man of action involved that will actually do something. So what I'm asking, if y'all both, and y'all can both answer when, one by one, however, if you had the president's ear, and you're a very eloquent speaker, and what would you say to the president on behalf of the homeless people so he could do something to help homelessness and to end this. And go right ahead. And
The first thing I would do is I try to make it understanding to where everybody can be helped.
But also just know that we should be putting out there more jobs for the homeless that they can get to, be able to travel to. Just basically getting the help that they need, like jobs, stuff like that would be helpful to them, and transportation more that is more affordable towards them. And also basically treat homeless people like they were your own family members. Just don't push them away. Don't force them off your property. Don't tell them that they're trespassing. Just basically give them a place that they can lay their head at night to get out of the weather, a place where they can wash up, a place they can just be themselves in. A lot of places out here don't even allow that. You would have to have permission to be on their property, or if you are on their property and they kick you off, or if they're in front of cops or whatever. Just treat them with respect and show them that you care by helping them get places of their own, by giving them places that they can go shower, to lay their heads at night, to stay warm, to stay cool, and also to get the proper care and helpfulness that they need, especially with the elderly homeless. There are a whole bunch of elderly out there that are also homeless that don't have anybody to help them, that don't have no family members to help them, or if they do, their family members they don't care about it. Start caring for the homeless, and you'll see what you were rewarded later. It's just the way people should do things, and not be rude and hateful and treat homeless people like they're crap, which they're not. Get to know what a homeless person is. Get to know them personally. Then maybe you'll feel how they feel when people turn them down, turn them away. So just basically give the help out. Get more homes out. Just help them get the places they need to be to where they can stay healthy, to where they can stay warm, where they can lay their heads at night. And don't throw them away like trash. That's basically all I can say, because I know how it is. We're treated like shit out here. There are places that won't even let us go into their stores anymore. They kick homeless people off their property. They're being rude, disrespectful, racist against us. And sometimes it's hurtful, because things that we have to do, hustle, panhandle, or anything like that, so that we can get money in our pockets, as well as getting us something to eat, or getting us some clothes to wear. No one's going to help us. So if you want to help us, that's great. That'll be good. But don't pick and choose who to help and who not to help. Everyone has their own ways of getting harm. And those with money should start helping out as much as they can, or if they're able to. So basically, just start listening to the homeless. Listen to what they have to say. Follow what they do. If they go out and help a complete stranger, that complete stranger can turn around and help them in return, to return a favor, or just to bless it forward. help someone else because someone helped you. It's the only way you can do that. And a lot of the homeless people out here do that, and they don't get things for it. So basically, just thank the homeless for helping you, for giving you advice, to helping you with your car if it's broken down, helping you get gas for your car or something like that. Just help them or help others because someone helped you and showed you the kindness that no one else would.
That's beautiful. And if everybody thought that way, we would not even have a homeless crisis. We would have everybody helping each other, picking each other up, and that's how this country became the great country that it is. And I would like to ask y'all, because it is getting ready to be cold, very cold, and we're going to be very concerned about the homeless people out here. What plans do y'all have to withstand this cold, frigid temperature that is on the way? That is where you're going to be staying at over there? I would like to see that place as we, when we leave. So, because that is why I come to where homeless people are, to where everyone can see the reality of homelessness. This is real. So when you go to sleep at night, I want you to have these images in your mind so you can see and feel what they are feeling, so we can do something about this. This is a call to action for everybody to help end homelessness. And we can do it one by one if everybody do their part. And what would y'all say that people should bring or put in their cars when they leave in the mornings so that they can give something to the homeless people that's very needed out here? What is the needed things?
Food, water, blankets, coats, jackets, gloves, hats, things that they can wear that will help them keep them warm. Shoes, because there are a lot of homeless people out here that have holes in their shoes, that have tape on their shoes. So they should get things that will help them keep them warm at night, especially when it is getting cold. And also, my advice would be they should try and go and camp in their yard for a while, for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or a month, just to see how it feels to be homeless. Go out and panhandle, hustle, do something that you wouldn't normally do, so you can learn and feel what a homeless person has to go through day by day, and see how many people go and help you. And if you get a lot of people that help you, great, then you learned the lesson that you were meant to learn. But if it takes longer for people to help you, and it takes longer for you to make money, to get yourself something to eat, or for people to hand you food or whatever, try harder. Try your best to live a homeless life and see how us homeless people feel. In the end, maybe you'll realize how we're living out here is a lot more difficult than what they think it is.
That is what this channel is all about. And you that was very well said. You are a very well-spoken woman, and you should be of great help to homeless people, because you get the story out to where people can understand it, and that's good. And I want everybody that's listening, that subscribes to this channel, to talk to their congressmen, their city councilmen, their senators, and let's get this on the president's desk. Let's see what can be done to end homelessness. We spend a lot of money overseas. We send money to countries to help them solve their problems. So we should solve our problems at home. These are our mothers, fathers, sisters, and brothers individuals out here, and they're homeless, and we're not doing anything to help them. So everybody that's listening, remember what was said, and when you leave home, think of the people out here that's homeless and put something in your car that could help them. And I always say, there's nothing wrong with giving homeless people money so they can buy the things they need when they need them. They may not be hungry at the time you bring them some food, and by the time they're hungry, the food may be cold. So remember, if you think of yourself as being homeless, think of how you would like to be treated. Don't think there's nothing wrong with helping out financially, and bring the things that they're going to need for this rigid temperature. And I would like to say thank y'all so much for talking to me and letting everybody know what's going on with the homeless people right now. And we're going to keep everybody in our prayers. And I want all of my listeners to subscribe to this channel to make sure that you do something to help homeless people no matter where you are. This could be easily you sometime. So when you go to sleep tonight, think of what was said and remember these images. And remember, it is gonna be cold and they gonna be out here in this cold. And do y'all mind that I walk through and let people know where y'all are living so they can actually see the reality of this? Like I say, this is reality. This is where people have to live that's homeless. So we have to help, do whatever we can.
Keep it covered up and hidden, and then come here during the daytime to just, and if we're here, or we go and stay somewhere else. But we don't always have the right storage facilities for our things.
Yes.
So we also have people that steal from us as well.
So we have homeless people victimizing homeless
We also
people.
have some friends that stay right here as well.
Okay. So this is where another homeless couple lives.
Homeless couple, friends.
Homeless friends.
So different people that will stay here with us, or stay just to keep them warm or out of the rain.
Living on this cold concrete.
With putting a blanket down and making a pallet out of it. This is how we live. And not everybody has a warm bed to sleep in at night. We have to sleep out on the concrete or the grass, or somewhere where it's, well, wherever we can find a place. We have friends that are sleeping on the side of a building. And there's a group of them that sleep out there. We have friends that sleep in the woods, hidden from sight, from view. Not everybody has warm things to keep them warm at night, or charge their phones if they have phones. We have to go and find other places to charge our things at that would allow us to charge our phones at, or to allow us to clean ourselves at. Restaurants and stores like that, they don't want people messing up their bathrooms or whatever. Just find a way of helping them find places that they can clean themselves and be able to get things that they need to warm up or to lay their heads at night. If you have a house, invite a homeless couple, 3, 4 groups, or a group of people with homeless people to your house, and let them sleep in your yard, in your backyard, where they can store their things to where they don't have to worry about their stuff being stolen. both me and my man, we had our things stolen from us. We've had people in the last half a year to several months that's been handing us clothes or getting rid of clothes, and they allow us to pick us what we want out of the clothes. I have things that were given to me by different people. Most of the jackets I have on are from people that handed them to me. I have pants, shirts, shoes that people have handed to me. Now, all we have to figure out is how we're going to keep our things clean while also living out here on the streets. Some people should offer to help us wash our things, to help us get our things clean, or to help us keep ourselves warm.
Homeless, if you do decide to open the door to a homeless, not all homeless still. Some homeless you can trust in your home, some of them you can't. You should know who to trust in your home and who not to trust in your home. So that's coming from someone that's been on the streets for a while. I've been on the streets first time for 2 years, second time this will be my 3 years now. I've been on the streets. Back home in Waco, I stayed on the streets. That was my thing. When I got with her, I showed her that it's not her in by herself. It's us together as a team. Let's make teamwork, make a dream work.
Teamwork make a dream work, and together, I believe y'all both will be able to overcome being homeless. And you know, you made some good points there. People should stop and ask sometime, do y'all need to help doing laundry? I helped a homeless couple do laundry before, and you know, that's something that's overlooked by people out here.
There's a lot of people out here that have a ton of dirty clothes, and they constantly just wearing them over and over because they have no way of washing them. They have no way of getting their clothes or themselves clean, because there's no one that would help them out with that. There's people out there that will just take advantage of that. There's people that would laugh at the homeless because of how they look. I have to wear, sometimes clothes I have on, I'll wear them maybe 2, 3, close to about 3 weeks, because I have no way of washing my things. My man has no way of washing his things. So we would like for people out there to help us wash our things that we need to be washed, and help us find ways of keeping our things washed. So let's try and do all that, and maybe then again you'll help the right people, and the people will help you in return when you need it in time. Just help us and treat us with respect, just like you would treat your own family, your friends. Treat us with respect, and you get the respect in return. Disrespect us, you're going to disrespect the game. So basically, show good to the game will show good to you. That's what my man taught me over the years that I've been homeless.
Mm-hmm.
I've been homeless for a year now. And during that year, he's taught me being respectful, treating others with kindness, but also watching your back. Only trust those that are in your inner circle. Only trust those that you can really trust around your things. You can't always trust people on your things. Not all homeless people are kind and respectful. There's others out there that are rude and hateful, that treat others with disrespect, call each other names. You just got to find out a way of overcoming that and showing the other homeless the right way to live, the right way to treat people.
What did you do the year before you was home? You said you were homeless a year. What did you do the year prior to being homeless? Did you work anywhere?
I used to have a job at Dollar General on Trail Lake Drive. I got fired from it after working there for 4 days. A customer gave me a fake $50 bill, and my trainer at the time did not tell me how to train to mark the bills to see if they were real or fake. They never showed me how. So ever since I got fired from the job, I haven't had a job since. I'm really good at working and helping out others, but in return, people got to learn to help me out, to be respectful of me. So just know that I can do different things that people can do. I might have a learning disability, but I don't show it. You would have to get really to know me to understand my abilities, my dislikes, my things that I do to show my feelings. I do that in my drawings. I draw crosses. I draw different things that represents my feelings. If you see me out there and you see me drawing, just ask me for a drawing or ask me what I'm drawing. I'll show you and tell you. Other than that, just treat others with respect. God didn't put us on this earth to be disrespectful. God put us on this earth to help others out.
Thank you.
Start helping others out. Starting with the homeless.
You know, you seem like you're a very spiritual woman, and I really appreciate that you have a very beautiful spirit, and I believe you're going to overcome this. And we should all take to heart what you said, especially about helping homeless people with different things like that, as far as helping get their clothes washed and helping them out getting showers and baths. I know that is a hardship out here for homeless people that people take for granted. And I don't want to embarrass anybody when I ask that, but this is another part of this homeless life that I want everybody to know that we take for granted, on being able to do our basic things every day, like shower and brush our teeth and these types of things that you have to do without or make do some other type of way. So everybody, please remember, this could easily be you one day out here homeless. And so remember to treat others the way you would like to have others to treat you, and you can never go wrong. And thank you so much for talking to us. And like I say, is there anything else either one of y'all would like to say? Because we want everybody to know that this homeless life is no joke, and to
There's no joke. No joke.
If you come up on a homeless person, show them the kindness that you would show your own family. Just don't turn your backs on them. Don't be so quick to judge them. If you judge them, sooner or later you're going to end up in their shoes, and then you're going to be the one that's going to be judged. Not everybody can live this life. Not everybody can survive this life. We just got to show others the respect that we would like to be respected of. If we show respect to you, turn around and show the same respect we give. If you show disrespect, you're going to get disrespected in return. It's no joke. Living homeless is always a hardship. It's a life that you should not be living, that no one should be living. No one should be out on the streets like this. Help them out as much as you can. Treat them with kindness. Treat them with care. Show them that somebody out there still cares. And then in return, you'll be helped in return when the time comes. It might be the same person that you helped that was homeless, that came across a lot of money, and then you ended up becoming homeless, and they helped you in return. Show them the helpfulness and care that you would like to be shown in return. If they show you how it is to live out here, listen. Because out here is no joke. People are getting shot at, people are getting hit by cars, people are getting bit by dogs. A lot of these people that are in these predicaments don't choose it. They're out here because their family doesn't want anything to do with them. They don't have anybody to help them out. They don't have anybody to care for them. Just show them that you care by helping them out with the things that they need. Blankets, food, places to take showers, places to sleep, places to wash their clothes, to get clean. Things like that, hygiene products, Band-Aid, first aid kits, stuff like that. Help them out as much as you can. And if you have a spare cash here and there, or even change, help them out. Little things like that can help out a lot. I've had people give me over close to $30-$50 and just change in small cash to help me out with food, to get things that I needed. Helping out a little bit counts every bit. I'm collecting pennies right now. I have over $2 in pennies that I haven't put into penny rolls. I have them in a Ziploc bag. And people that throw pennies away should not throw them away. They should start collecting them and giving them out to the homeless. The more pennies homeless people get, the more money they'll have in their pocket. Getting over $20, $30 in pennies will help them out a lot, so that they can go and cash it in at the bank. Little things help. Cents, cash. Doesn't matter if it's $5, $6, $7, $20. It doesn't matter. Just as long as just little of it helps them get where they want to go. That's basically all we can say. And if you choose to, try doing the challenge of living homeless yourself. Try camping in your backyard or going out and living out on the streets for a month or so. Just see how it feels to be homeless. And try and find homeless people that you can trust, that you can put in your inner circle. There's only a small few people that we can trust out here. None of them will steal from us. But then again, some people we met do steal from us. They earn our trust just to steal. And they don't give back what they stole. So it's hard for us to keep our things safe, but also it's hard for us to trust the people around us. We can't always trust homeless people, but there are some homeless people you can trust. Find the ones you can trust. Help out the ones that you can help out. Or help them out as much as you can. Just don't turn your backs on us. If you turn your backs on us, sooner or later you're going to be treated the same way. It's hard for us to live out here. We don't always have a safe place. We don't always have the ability to keep ourselves from getting sick. Help us keep us healthy. That's all we ask. Basically, help us out wherever you can. And if you choose to, do the challenge of living homeless for a while. See how us homeless people feel every single day. See how we have to get up every single day to hustle to get ourselves money to put food in our stomachs. Or for us to get money to get things that we need, like drawing equipment, stuff like that, for us to just do us, to show people that we can do things. Try doing the challenge, and maybe you'll see how it feels. Not everybody can live this way. Not everybody can complete the challenge. Just try it. It's the best I can say.
You know, it takes a lot of resilience to live in a park and in this darkness and with everything going on. And I want everybody to understand that. And if you could, give us just a brief reality of how it is living in a park after dark, with the dangers that's out here. Just like you said, it is a lot of people out here that's doing a lot of things that's against the law. And it's dangerous everywhere. You hear about the stories, but I want to hear them coming from people out here. So the listeners understand this is real. This is reality. This is a life that no one should have to live. So how is it? Because it takes a lot of courage to live out here in a park by yourself.
Always keep something close by that's for protection. My man keeps a knife on him. I keep either a knife or something metal close by to me. If I'm here by myself while he goes out to the store or something, I always have the weapons always close by to where I can get a hold of it if I need to. And also, those that you can trust, protect them like you would protect your own family, your own child. A lot of homeless people out here have kids. They have a family, but their family wants nothing to do with them. Some of them, the husband and wife are out here on their own. They have no way of keeping themselves safe without having some kind of weapon on them. We know someone that's been bit by dogs before. She won't even go near them anymore.
So they have wild dogs running around in these
They do
parks.
have stray dogs that run around. There's even people that own dogs that would jump the fence or leave their gate open and the dog just runs out and attacks someone. I've had personally 3 encounters with the same dog almost biting me twice. First time they didn't want to bite me because I told them to back the fuck off. Mind my French. But the last several times I won't even walk past where the dog's at because they'll run straight at me trying to bite me. Those that own dogs, especially big dogs, keep them chained up or keep them in their fence. And if you see someone telling your dog to back off, go and get that dog before it gets hurt. Because it will end up getting hurt. Whether it's by the homeless person or whether it's getting hit by a car. Your animal is gonna end up being the one that's gonna be punished, even though that it's the owner's responsibility to keeping their dog in the yard. If your dog attacks someone and hurts someone, be free to do what is necessary, but don't be afraid and pissed off if that homeless person puts charges against you for the way your animal attacked them. Keep your animals chained up or in their fence or the gate closed. Because I doubt it, any of you people out there that have pets, big dogs, small dogs, I don't think you want to see them get killed or get put to sleep by animal control just because they attack someone. I don't think you want to pay a $1,000 fine or get your animal put down because it's your fault you left the gate open or you didn't chain them up like you were supposed to. Keep your animals in their yard. Don't let them run free. If they run free, there's a chance that they'll bite someone. There's a chance that they'll kill a child. Or there's a chance that they'll kill another animal, another person's pet. Keep them locked up. Keep them in the yard. Keep your gates closed. Keep your dog inside the fence. Don't let them roam free, or you'll be paying the consequences for it. Just know, there's been a couple of times me and my man almost got bit.
Oh, really? Oh, my goodness.
And every single time that dog almost got killed because of it. Don't be afraid to help others. You need to know what's good and what's bad.
Let me ask you this: what do the police? Do they help out any?
The police basically the only way they'll intervene on something is if someone called them. Other than that, there are some police officers out there that will do care packages, bring food, hand out hygiene products and stuff like that. We are thankful for those people to do that. Those officers that do that.
Mm-hmm.
But then there are officers that really don't give a fuck if you're homeless or not. They'll treat you like shit. They'll treat you with dishonesty, disrespect. They'll treat you like you're basically shit on the ground. We rarely keep to ourselves. Most homeless people just stay to themselves. They stay out of trouble. While there's cops out there that will literally harass homeless people. They'll always be disrespectful to those homeless people. Treat them with rudeness. There are times that homeless people have been shot and killed by police. There's nothing you can do or say that can change that. It's just the way some police officers think us homeless people are worth nothing. That there's nobody that will forgive us or miss us when we're wrong. They're wrong. We have friends that will miss us. We have families that will miss us. Cops don't care. A few of them do, yes. Others, not so much. There's times that police officers will give warnings out to some homeless people. But not all police officers are kind. Not all police officers are caring.
Have you ever had any of your tents or place you stayed torn down by police officers or anything?
No, we basically stay to ourselves. The cops never even bothered us. The only time they bother us is if someone calls them on us. That's the only time the cops will pull up on us. Other than that, we haven't had any of our shit torn down or anything like that. We move around every few while. We'll stay in one place for about a week or so. Then we'll go and we'll find another place to stay for a while.
Y'all
We
stay on
always
different.
move around.
Okay, so y'all stay on different sides of town. It's just y'all are all constantly on the move. And the reason why I ask that is because my listeners always help people they see on this channel. And if they see you, they provide assistance. And I know that they would love to help you because you are very well spoken and we understand exactly what you're saying. So I know there's a lot of people that would like to provide you and your man some help. So I always ask, what side of town will you be on in the next couple of days? So if anybody see you, they can provide some help, whatever else they could do for you.
We're basically the main places we're always at. Here at the park, Chevron McDonald's parking lot, the Washingtarian area, the 99-cent store, and racetrack. And sometimes over at the over there by the Astros. Sometimes we're over in that area at the time, but other than that, we're not always here. Hey, that's my friend KJ.
Oh, it's another friend. Let me.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
He's also homeless.
Okay, it's another homeless person.
He's one of my homeboys.
So he's somebody else that helped y'all out while you're homeless and stuff.
Yeah, he's also homeless too, so
Okay, good.
he'll help us out as well.
Okay, great. Well, as long as you know, that's what we were. I'm glad you have a homeless support group. And the other thing that I was wanting to ask you, because you know you're a homeless woman out here, and my listeners are very, very concerned about that. Is there anybody that you would like to call? Because I always ask, do you need to make a phone call to anybody to let them know where you at, to anything? Because
I always let my family know where I'm at. Right now, the best thing helping me and my man with is getting us a phone. The phone I have in my hand is locked.
okay.
I don't know the password to it.
Mm-hmm.
I've been trying to get a phone. My man's phone was stolen from him. We're trying to get a phone to where me and him can stay in contact with each other and stay in contact with our friends and our family members.
Okay.
We might not always talk to them all the time, but we'll talk to them when we can. If we get a room or whatever, we'll call them from the room phone just to see how they're doing. I try to let my family know how I'm doing by calling them off of a room's phone if I'm in a motel room or something, or off of a friend's phone. But other than that, there's not much I can do. Just try and help us get a phone, or if you have a phone that works still, that we can connect to the Wi-Fi or whatever, or get turned on, that's great. It'll help us out.
Brittany, let me ask you this, because you seem like you're a very, very smart woman. What kind of work could you actually do? Because I know people out there are saying that, you know what, I would give Brittany a job, and it seems like you could do something. What if you were doing a job interview? What would you say is your best skills to people out here?
The best skills I have is basically being helpful. I'm really good at babysitting kids. I babysitted my niece since she was 2 years old. I've helped out at Vacation Bible School when I was in Missouri. I've been helpful, and I love kids. I basically want to help out with kids. If anybody has a child that they're trying to find a babysitter for or whatever, look me up, find me. I will babysit your child for a while. I don't charge much. It depends on how much you want to pay for me to babysit your kid or to help you out with your dogs or whatever. I'm an animal lover. I love dogs. I like cats. I like kids. I also help out with picking up trash, stuff like that. Things that I can even do yard work if I wanted to. I have a lot more skills than what people out there think I do. I'm basically all over the place. I have skills in many departments. Finding things in the grocery store, cashiering, helping a blind person with finding groceries, getting their groceries, things like that. I worked at a grocery store for 5 years. I worked at small stores for 4 days. I worked at a fast food restaurant for 4 months. I'm really skilled in a lot of different things.
Do you think if homeless people get back to working, do you think that would help them get out of being homeless?
A lot of homeless people are looking for jobs. If they had a job and everything, it would help them get out of the streets more. It'll help them get a home of their own. To help them get where they wanted and everything. So if people out there need help with something, go and offer that help to that position or something to a homeless person. Help them get a job. Help them fill out applications. Help them get their ID. I've had my ID stolen from me. I need to get mine replaced. I don't have the funds or the money to do that. I don't even have a way of getting over to the ID place, to the license bureau place to even do that. I don't know very many people out there that can give us rides over there that won't charge much for it. We don't have much out here. We just require some help with getting some things that we need. Like a phone, like chargers, stuff like that. Or keeping things locked or stored.
Well,
just basically help us out with the things, mainly with us getting phones. And right now, we have mainly the phone. We don't have a phone. I have a phone, but I only use it for flashlight at a time. I can't even get into it to restart it, to factory reset it. I have no way of contacting my family off of it. If you have a phone that is old but still usable, that can be connected to the Wi-Fi and everything, find find a homeless person that needs a phone, hand them the phone. Say, hey, this is for you, this is the charger for it. And help them out with getting clothes, blankets, stuff like that. Things they can use on a day-to-day basis. That's all we can do. And that's all we ask for is things that we really need. If you help us, we'll help you in return in the future. It's just, there's not very many people out there that would help us.
Well, that's very well said, Brittany. And if you need to go anywhere, I'm gonna give you my phone number so you can call me, and I'll take you to help you get your ID or whatever you need, and also to help you wash your clothes. And I want everybody else to do the same. We have to do this one person at a time. So everybody look in the mirror. There's always something you can do to help out homeless people. And when you go to sleep at night, remember what Brittany told you, and remember how she's living out here. And no one should have to survive like this. And do whatever you can to help homeless people, because I'm going to keep up the fight to end homelessness. And remember everybody to call their senators, their congressmen, their city council. Let's make sure we get this to the president's desk so we can do something to end homelessness, because we are the richest country in the world, and our people should not have to live like this. I want everybody to subscribe to this channel to make sure we continue to fight. And Brittany, thank you so much for talking to us. And if anybody see Brittany, please give her a helping hand. She deserves it. And let's continue to fight to end homelessness. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you, Brittany.